children, how are you? I hope you all are doing well. And now through science, you have an in-depth knowledge about things around us. So children, anything and everything around us is known as a part of our environment. And that's what we are going to talk about in this chapter. Alright, so let's learn about the concept of environment, various types of pollution, concept of reduce, reuse and recycle. So, anything that surrounds us is our environment. Okay? The environment includes what? It includes living as well as non-living things, okay, which are surrounded and which are all around us. Now, the living things, what is included in the living things? Plants, animals, microorganisms, human beings, we are all living things. We have all the factors that are required for any person to live. Okay. What are the non-living things? Okay. Non-living things include land, water, air, temperature, soil, minerals, etc. Okay. They are non-living, but they are of equal importance to us. Okay. Now, in our daily activity, we throw away a lot of materials. Okay. Some of them, they break down by the microorganisms which are called biodegradable materials. Example, when we make tea in the morning, okay, we strain the tea, okay, and we just have the liquid portion of it. The tea powder or the tea leaves are in the strainer. Now, these tea leaves, they are thrown away. Then there is leftover food. So, whatever food is left over, or when we peel the skins of vegetables or fruits and also that is also a leftover food. Okay? Peelings of fruits, vegetables, paper, leather, etc. What are all these? So, these are all biodegradable materials. These are the materials that can be broken down by microorganisms. Okay? Now, some materials, they persist in the environment for a long time, okay, and may harm the living beings, okay, and they are called non-biodegradable materials. So, there are other materials that cannot get dissolved, okay, or in the soil or by the earth. So, these materials are known as, they are for example plastic, okay, glass, rubber, metallic tin. These are what? These are all non-biodegradable materials. Okay. Now we humans, okay, we change our environment according to our need. So, whatever we require, we try to use the environment for it. Okay. And that's when, okay, we know that the population is increasing day by day and we need more houses. Okay. So, for houses to be made, we require land. So, more and more trees are cut, okay, and forests are being cleared. So, you must have seen that even when you go to any mountainous region and all, you must have seen that nowadays houses are made anywhere and everywhere, isn't it? That is because it is made on the basis of the need of the person. Okay. So, in order to fulfill their own need, the human beings, they have started cutting the trees, okay, and they have started clearing the forests. Now, new factories are being set up to meet the demands of human beings, because more humans, more demands, okay. The number of vehicles, they are increasing and they are emitting a lot of smoke. As a result, land, air and water, they are getting polluted. The presence of harmful substances in air, water and land, okay, that can cause harm or discomfort to human beings and other living organisms, and thus it is called pollution. So, anything, okay, any presence of harmful substances, okay, in the air or in the water or on land, okay, which can cause harm or discomfort to human beings, okay, and any other living organisms is known as pollution. Okay. Now, the harmful substances which pollute air, water, land, okay, they are called pollutants. Okay. Now, let us talk about air pollution. What are the causes of air pollution? Burning of fuels like coal, petrol, diesel in factories and vehicles, that causes air pollution. Okay. The smoke emitted from the vehicles or from the factories pollutes the air gets mixed with the air and it pollutes it. Smoke from the factories and vehicles, forest fires, okay, dust particles. What are the effects of air pollution? We have breathing problems, asthma and respiratory problems happen. Global warming happens, okay, because there are no trees around. How will the air cool down? Trees help in a major way for the atmosphere to cool down, but because there is no tree, okay, that is the reason why global warming is increasing, the heat is increasing in environment. There are acid rains because the natural process of rain is not happening. That's why acid rains are created. Okay? So, these are the effects of air pollution. Now, water pollution. What are the causes of water pollution? Domestic waste like waste from the kitchen, washroom and sewage is thrown in the water bodies. Okay? Agricultural waste such as excess of fertilizers and pesticides, they go to the water bodies. Okay? Industrial waste such as polluted water is released into rivers, lakes or seas. Okay? Now, what are the effects of water pollution? Like the way we have effects of air pollution. Okay? Water pollution is also harmful. Okay? So, many harmful microorganisms, they grow in the polluted water, okay, and they cause diseases. These microorganisms or viruses and all, we cannot see them, but they are a major factor in causing diseases. Okay? Some of the diseases are like dysentery, diarrhea, this all happen when the water is contaminated. Okay? When fertilizers and chemicals reach the water, they harm the other water animals. It's not only us human beings, even the water animals suffer because of all these harmful wastes that are thrown in the water bodies. Now, land pollution. What are the causes of land pollution? Dumping of industrial, agricultural and domestic waste. Animal excreta too pollutes land. Non-biodegradable substances such as plastic stay in the soil and they pollute it. Okay? Now, effect of land pollution. What are the effects? It reduces the productivity and the potential use of land. Okay? That land cannot be used because it is polluted. It affects the general environment. Okay? Overall, the entire environment gets affected because of this land pollution. It will lead to depletion in forest cover, and this in turn is going to affect the amount of rain, okay, because more and more trees will be cut down, okay, forests will be gone, and then, okay, the amount of rain will also decrease. Now, how can you prevent this pollution from happening? We got cleaner earth, okay, God gave us, or the nature given to us was clean, free of pollution, but due to the advancement in technology, okay, and pollution, the quality of environment on the earth is depleting. Okay. We got cleaner air, but because of our needs, okay, we spoilt it, okay, and now it is in a very poor condition and it's depleting. Okay. So, it is the need of the hour to reduce pollution and to retain the beauty of our mother earth. So, it has now become our responsibility to reduce the pollution, okay, and to retain the beauty. Now, how can you reduce pollution? To reduce air pollution, industries, they need to be located away from residential areas. Okay. The chimney should be tall and smoke must be treated before releasing into the atmosphere. Okay. The use of personal vehicles should be reduced. Carpooling, use of public transport and other methods should be used. Eco-friendly fuel should be preferred in the vehicles. Cutting down of trees should stop, okay, and afforestation should be promoted. So, that means do not cut off the trees, plant more and more trees is what it means. Afforestation means planting of trees. Now, harmful release from industries, factories, sewage should not be disposed of into the water bodies, okay, without treating them. They should be treated in such a manner that all the harmful substances are taken away from them before they are released. Now, washing clothes and bathing of animals should be avoided. Okay. Managing the garbage we produce. Now, how do you manage the garbage? So, nowadays, if you must have seen that there are different dustbins kept. Okay. Some are kept for dry garbage, some are for the wet one. Okay. So, you accordingly, if we segregate them, it's easier for the people to utilize the waste. Okay. So, visit any town or city or any place of tourist interest and we are sure to find heaps of garbage all over the place. The place is littered with empty food wrappers. Disposal of waste is a big problem. Hence, waste management is of utmost importance. Panchayats, municipal corporation, resident welfare associations, they have been given this job. So, it's the responsibility of panchayats, municipal corporation and resident welfare association, okay, about the waste management. Okay. Now, improvement in our lifestyle results in greater amounts of waste material generation. Changes in attitude also have a role to play. We are using more and more disposable things. Changes in packaging have also resulted in increase is non-biodegradable waste. Okay. So, whenever the changes in the packaging have also resulted in increase of the non-biodegradable. So, they are trying to wrap things with plastic and all. That is the reason why they are using more of non-biodegradable material. Now, the use of plastic has increased and it is not easy to dispose of. It takes years and years and years to get rid of this plastic. It is also harmful for the animals. Okay. So, you must have seen there are cows and all who are standing near the garbage bins and all, and they have plastic, they consume plastic. When the plastic enters the river, the water bodies, okay, the seas, oceans and all, it harms the fish, okay, which is there in the water, which is not good for them also. So, we must say no to plastic bags and we must carry paper or jute bags for shopping. There are some plastics that can be recycled and used for making things like flower pots, tubs and other furniture. We must follow 4 R's. Okay, that's a 4R mantra: refuse, reuse, recycle and reduce to decrease pollution. Some simple choices can make a big difference in our energy consumption patterns. So, some environment friendly choices are, okay, what we can do. Okay, take a bus, walk, cycle in place of your personal vehicle. Okay. So, instead of taking out your vehicle just to go behind, okay, in the market, you can always walk down or use a cycle, okay, or use a public transport. Using LED in place of bulbs, okay, it is power saving. Okay. Taking the stairs in place of using lift, okay, it's power saving also. At the same time, it makes you fit and healthy as well. Okay. Wearing an extra sweater in place of using a heating device. So, in winters, instead of using a heater, you can always wear an extra sweater. Okay. Now, let's revise. Our environment includes everything that surrounds us. Environment includes living and non-living things. Biodegradable substances are the substances which break down and they get mixed in the soil. The harmful substances which pollute the environment are called pollutants. Okay. And disposal of waste has to be managed well to prevent pollution. We must follow 4 R's mantra: refuse, reuse, recycle and reduce to prevent pollution. Okay. Now, let us do these exercises quickly. Take the correct option. This material can be decomposed. Rubber, glass, paper or plastic, it can be decomposed, it is a plastic. Okay. Harmful microorganism of polluted water can cause diseases like typhoid, dysentery, diarrhea or all of these. What is released from vehicles into the air which cause air pollution? CNG, LPG, petrol or smoke? It is smoke. Which of the following is not an environment friendly choice? taking the stairs using LED, using heating device, or walking, it is using heating device. Okay. Anything that surrounds us is our environment. The environment includes living and non-living things. Diarrhea is a waterborne disease. Global warming is one of the effects of air pollution. Okay. Use LED in place of bulbs. Now, write T for true and F for false. Our environment includes everything that surrounds us? Yes, true. Biodegradable substances are those substances which do not break down and mix with the soil? Absolutely false. Those are non-biodegradable. Asthma is caused due to air pollution? True. Changes in packaging have resulted in increase in non-biodegradable substances? Absolutely true. Okay. Smoke from vehicles causes air pollution. Match the column. Disease caused by polluted water, diarrhea. Disease caused by polluted air, asthma. Harmful substances are known as pollutants. Okay. Now, take the correct answer. The harmful or useful substances which pollute the environment are called pollutants. It is the harmful substances. Okay. Biodegradable or non-biodegradable substances are the substances which break down and get mixed with the soil. It is biodegradable. Okay. Plastic is a biodegradable or non-biodegradable substance. It is a non-biodegradable substance. Disposal of useful or waste things is a big problem. It is disposal of waste things which is a big problem. Okay. Now, short answer questions. Quickly read the chapter and start answering these questions. Okay. You have to classify the biodegradable and non-biodegradable things. Okay. So, we have given you a list of things. You have to classify them as biodegradable or non-biodegradable. Things like tea leaves, polythene bags, leather purse, fruit and vegetable peel, plastic tub. Now, then you have to name 2 diseases that are caused due to polluted water. Okay, diarrhea, dysentery. Name 2 things that can be recycled, 2 things that can be reused, okay, that can be recycled or made into something else for using. Define pollution. Okay. How is land made available for making more houses and factories? What are the how is it that land is used for making more houses, factories? Okay. Now, long answer questions. You have to differentiate between biodegradable, non-biodegradable substances and give 2 examples of each. Okay. The 4 R's manual, talk about the 4 R's. Okay. What are the causes and effects of land pollution? What happens due to land pollution? Okay. What are the causes of it and what are the effects of it? Okay. List 3 ways by which pollution can be prevented. How can we prevent pollution, okay, and lead a good life? How plastics are responsible for causing harm to the environment. Okay. Now, mention about that. Now, critical thinking skills. You are often asked not to waste paper. Why? We get paper from trees, cutting off trees. So, because in order to get a paper, we have to cut the trees. So, the more the requirement of paper, the more trees would be cut. So, instead of that, it's better to reuse the paper, okay, and not to waste the paper. Use it only if need be. Okay. Now, do not burn leaves. Let them decompose naturally in pit. Why? Because they are biodegradable. They can be decomposed automatically. Okay, that is the reason why you should not burn the leaves. Now, case-based study. Anything that surrounds us is our environment. The environment includes living and non-living things that are surrounding us. The living things include plants, animals, microorganisms and human beings. The non-living things include land, water, air, temperature, soil, minerals, etc. Okay. So, in our daily activities, we throw a lot of materials. Okay. So, some of these materials, they break down by the microorganisms and hence they are called biodegradable materials. Example, tea leaves, leftover food, peels of fruits and vegetables, paper, leather, etc. Now, some materials, they persist in the environment for a long time, okay, and they may harm the living living beings, and are thus called the non-biodegradable materials. Example, plastic, glass, rubber, metallic tin, etc. Now, what is environment? Anything that surrounds us is environment. What are biodegradable substances? Substances that can be dissolved in the nature, okay, or the environment, okay, that can be broken down by the microorganisms are called biodegradable substances, okay. What are non-biodegradable substances? Substances that persist in the environment for a long time, okay, and that can cause harm to the living beings are called non-biodegradable substances, okay. Now, life skills, recycling books. So, when you pass your class, okay, what do you do with your books of the previous class? Some give to kabadiwalas, whereas others give them to the students of junior classes. It is better to recycle these books instead of throwing them. What do you do with your old books? So, what is it that you do with your old books, or your mother does with your old books, okay? Do you donate them, okay, or give it to your friends of junior classes, or do you give them to the kabadiwalas, or you just get rid of them, okay? Next, let's do something new. Campaign to spread awareness to minimize the use of non-biodegradable waste like plastic, okay. So, you have to run this campaign to make awareness of, minimize the use of these substances. You have to make 2 baskets and fill your baskets with biodegradable and non-biodegradable waste separately. Clear? Now, explore. Do you know some animals like dodo, dinosaurs existed on the earth previously, but now they do not exist? These are known as extinct species. Why these species became extinct? What are the other organisms that are on the verge of extinction? How many species of plants and animals have been lost in the last 500 years? So, find out about these living beings or living organisms who were existing on the surface of earth, but now they are no longer there, okay. They have got extinct, they are no longer existing, okay. So, you have to find out about these extinct species, and you have to also tell us about species which are in the position of getting extinct, or which are called the endangered species. All right. So, children, before you explore this information, quickly reread the chapter, complete all the exercises, and then start exploring. So, get going.